I'm sure a lot of you out there are not surprised why football is struggling in this country. It's supposed to be a brand. Remember, Nigeria are current champions of the African Cup of Nations. Football is supposed to generate some sort of revenue, not sort of revenue, good money for the economy, and create employment opportunities. But how can corporate bodies come into this sort of administration? Tough one for Nigerian football. But let's just leave that and talk about something that will put some smiles on our faces. The Falconets style, they are back in the country. Yeah. Did well for the country in Canada, yes. Silver, and then they said they are ready to do more.
Yeah, definitely. It's a shame, really, in that final game against Germany. I thought they were the better side, but they couldn't take the chances, and the coach came out to say as much. In tournament football, if you don't take your chances, then you're bound to lose the game, and that's what the Germans taught them. But it was still a very good showing by the girls. We saw a couple of very decent players. Oshola, obviously incredible. DK as well too. I think those girls, they have a very bright future ahead of them. So the onus is falling back on the administrators of the game in the country now to ensure there's a suitable environment for them to actually grow and develop their game.
I totally agree with you. The Falconets, that's the team right there on your screen on arrival at the international airport in Abuja. This team has the potential of making it to the Super Falcons. But if we're talking about the Falconets again, we shouldn't see those names that we've been seeing for about 3-4 times, particularly Uchechi Sunday. Never again should we hear about Uchechi Sunday playing in Nigeria's under-20 women's team, the Falconets.
Convocation time for her.
That's it. Take the silver and move.
And move on, yeah. And she's a good player. That's the unfortunate thing about her. She's a good player, and I really hope to see her progress into the Falcons in future. Like I said, it's supposed to be developmental, and that's what it should be, really.
And then the minister has assured that the president will host the girls. But quickly, let's listen to Coach Peter Daredevil, assistant Oshola, and the captain of the side, Patience, when they touch down in Nigeria.
Before I traveled, I spoke to some pressmen. I told them that they asked me how far will the team go. I said the team will do extremely well in the tournament, but I didn't mention the team will win the tournament. But I said the team will do extremely well in the tournament.
So what should Nigerians expect from the team?
It depends on how the federation takes this team. Start to promote the team, promote those that are supposed to go to Super Falcons, then those that are supposed to be in under 20, still leave them there. Then invite some other players to join those in under 20. They'll we begin preparation in earnest.
Well, I never thought of it, but before the competition started, when we were leaving Nigeria, I just told myself that I have to prove myself and put in all my best just to make sure I come out victorious in the competition. I think the assignment I gave myself, I did it perfectly well.
Yeah, I believe we will go places because we have a couple of good players, very intelligent players, and I wish if the Federation will keep the team together so that we can blend more, so that when we go to a tournament like this, we will perform better than we just did.
That's it. I totally agree. If they're kept together, they can actually perform better than what they did at the Under-20 Women's World Cup right there in Canada. So let's move on. And from the Nigerian perspective, no Champions League football for Efe Ambrose and goalkeeper Vincent Nyama.
Yeah, unfortunate. Sad. I was really looking forward to seeing Nyama perform in the Champions League against the very best of players. But yesterday, they couldn't really help the teams into the group stage. We saw Nyama losing away to Porto in that game. Once they got that draw, I suspected it was going to be game over for them. So it wasn't really a surprise to me. Ambrose, we know the story of Celtics and how they managed them to get into this stage in the first place. They didn't deserve to be there at all. They lost out because Legia Warsaw fielded an ineligible player in that game, and that's why they got there. So yesterday against Maribor in Scotland, I thought they will actually go through, but then they didn't play well enough. So it's a sad one for Nyama and Ambrose, and for Nigerian players especially, because we always say Nigeria has not been doing too well on international front for a long time now. But how can you do well when your top players are not playing in the biggest of competitions in Europe. There was a time when it was a given Kano was going to be in Europe, then Finidi, Celestine Babayaro, and the likes, but right now it's not looking like the case.
Okay, that's it. Some of the results from the UEFA Champions League playoffs. Zenit St. Petersburg defeated Standard Liège by 3-0. Just imagine Celtic losing at home to Maribor by a single goal. We told you FC Porto defeated Vicente Yama's lead by 2-0.
Yeah, 3-0 on aggregate. Yeah.
Bate Borisov, yeah. That's another team that is doing so well.
Yes.
They can actually get into the Champions League as underdogs. Remember them 2 seasons ago when they were creating upsets here and there, defeating Bratislava by 3-0. And then Apol defeated Augsburg by 4-0. So remember, there are some games tonight when Arsenal will take on Besiktas, second leg, everything to play for. When you play goalless during your first leg, see like you're just starting.
Yeah, fresh for both sides, equal opportunities to qualify. But Arsenal playing at home, you expect them to go through, but it will be very difficult for them. They really have to watch out for Demba Ba. He can do that defense in if care is not taken. And but the main problem they're having right now is the striker crisis for Arsenal. Olivier Giroud out for a long time. Reports say until 2015. So the stop with Sanogo right now, and perhaps Joe Campbell. But Wenger, I'm sure he knows what to do. He knows how to manage the situation.
Okay, sports this morning on Channels Television. We've been taking a look at football in Nigeria. We talked about the Falconets, and then from the Nigerian perspective, Vincent Inyama and Efe Ambrose out of this year's UEFA Champions League. We'll go on a quick break now. We'll come back. Catherine Bellis becomes the youngest female player to win a game at the US Open. We'll talk about it.